Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the sixth video of a playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN stack. In this video, we are going to continue making the view of the homepage, and that is the movie list. So go to the Explorer, and if you are watching the previous video, you know we are already making the movie slider and making these two files, that is the movie list and the movie list item. For now, we are just going to import it from the home.jsx. And here I'm going to import the movie list, and it should be a self-closing tag. Save. We move it to here and then here. In movie list, we are going to get some props, and that prop is going to be a list. And since we are not connected yet to the MongoDB database, we are going to make a static data, same like in a previous video. So in here, I'm going to make a new data called cons popular movies is equal to, for the list name is equal to most popular movies. And for the list item is going to be an array, and inside of this array we will have some object. This object represents each of the movie. So it will have the title column. The first one is going to be Cinderella 2, or maybe Coco. And then for the description, it's going to be just some lorem, control B, lorem. I will cut it and put it inside of this string, save. And for the image, it's going to be src equal to /img /movie /popular. Wait a second. And here I already have some more images inside of the movie. I will just copy it from my old project and paste it here. I get the movie folder with coming soon, most popular, and then trending movie. And here I'm going to pass out. And here I'm going to give the image is most popular slash coco.png, save. And then below of this source, we're going to have the duration, and for the duration it's just going to be 1 hour and 25 minutes. For the year is equal to 2019. For the category is going to be kids, and for the limit is going to be PG. Save, and then give comma in this object, Control B to hide the sidebar. Save, and then I will duplicate it maybe 10 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will just duplicate it 9 more times, so I will make it 10. Now let's pass this list inside of this movie list. List is equal to most popular. Is that the name of the cons? Popular movies. So I will put it in here and save. If we are seeing a website now, it would be nothing. Whoa, what just happened? If you see in here, we see nothing because we are not yet creating the view of the movie list. So in the movie list, we are going to make a new div. I will just cut this movie list item first, then make a new div with a class name equal to flex, and then flex the direction is going to be column, and then it will have the list container with a margin y is 5, and the position is relative. For the margin bottom is 10, and overflow is x is scroll. But maybe I will just make it for the extra so small. But if we don't have some others value or others media query, it will not affect anything, so just keep it as a default. Now instead of here, we'll have the h1 with a class name equal to text2xl, and font is semi bold, and for the text is left, text align is left, and it will have margin left equal to 5. This will show the list.title. Save, and now let's first see how it looks. We got some big scroll bar. We can fix it by going to the index.css, and in here we are going to remove the list container scroll bar, and here I'm going to add dot list container webkit dash scroll bar, and I will make the display is equal to none, and also for ms overflow style is equal to none, and for the scroll bar width is equal to none. This both is working, will make this style working in other search engine, like for example Internet Explorer and Edge, and also for the Firefox. Let's refresh it. We still got nothing, so it is because we are not using title but list title. Save, and let's see in the website. Refresh it. We still got nothing. See in a home.jsx, and here we got the list name, not list title. But what about we just change it to title. So save and save. Let me see in the website. We get the most popular movies here, but we still didn't get the movie list item. So let's add it in here. Now let's make the arrow icon below of this h1. I'm going to make a new button. That button is going to have some self-closing tag icon. That icon is going to be arrow back IO's outline. This is the same icon that we use in the Jumbotron or in the movie slider. And in this button click, I will give it class name equal to movie list navigation. It will have the position is equal to absolute. Wait a second. And then we are going to give it left. And then I will give it opacity equal to 0. For the background is gradient to right. So this was the same gradient that we used for the movie slider. And if it's LG, it will block, but for the default it will be hidden. Save it. Alt-Shift-F to beautify code. It is already beautified. And now let's copy it and paste it here. We will make the right one. It will be right, and this is not back but next. Save, and now let's see it first. We got arrow next outline is not defined. Okay, so let's import it first, copy, and then paste it here. This is not next. This should be forward. We will copy and then paste it here. We will save and then go here. Arrow next iOS outline. Okay, the error is gone, but we still can see the arrow. That is because we are not mapping over the data. Now, below of this button, I will put it some div with a class name equal to featured container, and it will have the flex, and flex is now wrap. For the flex wrap is now wrap, and now for the margin left is going to be 5, and for the width is going to be 95 rem. And I will also give it some style equal to width is equal to 200 rem. Now let's map over the data in a list dot list item dot map, and then we will have item comma I. This item is the data of the list item. This I is the index of the mapping process. But we will not use curly brace. We are going to use parentheses because we want to instantly return something. And finally, we are going to put our movie list item here and give it a key is I, and the list, or maybe list, is equal to item. Also, this one should be list with s. List, and then save, and from here we are going to pass in the list. Save, and now let's see how it looks. We got our movie list item 10 times, but we are not going to show in this. We are going to show the image, title, description, and so on. So now let's go to the movie list item and get the data in here. It's going to retrieve the list, and then for this list we are going to return something, and that something is going to be a div with a class name equal to, wait a second, is equal to featured, movie list item, and for the position is going to be relative. Width is 40, margin right is 2, and when it's hover it will scale 125, and when it hover it will have the z index equal to 999. Save, and then let's see how it looks in here. We are still not getting anything because we are not showing the data yet. So instead of here, I'm going to make the link. I'm going to import link from the React router DOM. It will go to /watch, and also in here I'm going to pass the state of the movie, so it will give some data through the state. and that state is going to be the movie. Instead of this link, I'm going to have an image. Image is a self-closing tag. The src is going to be a list. This is not supposed to be a list. This is supposed to be movie, and then movie, because in here we are not showing any list. We are showing some movie data. So in here, I'm going to give it movie, save, and then go back here. Image is equal to movie.src. Or maybe I will change all of this src to the image, img, save, and then in here I'm going to change it to img. For the alt, it's going to be movie.title. Is it the title? Okay. Now let's see in the website. We got all of this, and as you can see, if I hover through it, it will give us some scaling effect. But let's for now remove this overflow X scroll because we are not needing this yet. So let's start continue making the movie list item component. After the image, we will have another div, and that div is going to have class name equal to featured. It will be movie list item details, and for the display it's going to be flex, and for the flex direction is going to be column, and for the justify content is going to be justify n. For the opacity is 0 for now. For the top it's going to be 40 for now, and it will have some absolute position. After that, the height or the height is going to be full. Background is gradient to top, and from slider color. I'll set, save, and then enter. Inside of here, we will have some p tag. The first one, class name is equal to text XS font semi-bold with a text left, and for the padding left is going to be 2. For the text is going to be movie.title. I will duplicate it 3 more times, and the second one is going to be the year. Going to give it some divider, year, and then category, and then after category we will have the limit, and for the last one is going to be the description. Now for the duration is a little bit different. Instead of a semi-bold, and here I'm going to give it a font medium, and this will be the duration. Save, and now let's see first. But I think we are not getting anything, or we are not get something different, because we are not already applying the animation to this to this movie list item details. So let's go to the item.css, and in here we are going to set the animation. So in this index.css, I'm going to write movie list item, dot movie list item details, and for this one I'm going to give it transition is all 1 second, and then in here I got something. I got the cubic bezier. It is 1,000. comma 00, comma 0.99. And also this was not 1 second, it will be 0.9 second. And for the overflow is hidden. And also in here, I'm going to make the movie list item hover. So if the item is hovered, I'm going to make movie list item details, and I'm going to apply some CSS to it. Like for example, opacity is going to be 100, and top is 0. So it will be fooling this item. And as you can see here, we got the details, we got the title, year, category, limit, description, and the duration. But maybe I make the duration too long, so I will need it just until here, and I will delete the rest. Save, and then now let's see how it looks. It looks more better, but I think this is a little bit too few. Now let's just change it until here. Save, and then let's see. It is much better. And what is not working is just the background. So let's go back to the home page. I mean in the home.jsx, and go to the movie list and go to the movie list items. So in here it should be some gradient here, gradient 2. So I forgot the 2 and then top. Let's see if I get it. And as you can see here, we got the gradient background color. Now let's make the button for the add to watch list. After this duration, we will have button with a class name equal to, for the background is transparent, and rounded is SM, for the margin X is 1, and for the margin bottom is 1, for the margin top is 2, and for the padding is 1. When it hover, it will give background white /20. So it means it will give the white spot in a 20, but in a bar 20 opacity. And then it will have set index equal to 1000. And for the text, it's going to be plus watch list. Save, and then let's see, in a Chrome, we got the watch list, but I think this was too much. So let's wrap this watch list instead of an p tag with a class name equal to font is normal and text left. And let's put it watch list in here. Alt-Shift F to verify your code and refresh the web browser to see the change. Let's see how it looks now. We got the watch list and so on. But I think for the text is still a little bit too big. Let me see. Well, this was not the font size of the text SX. Let me see here. Oh yeah. And here in index.css, we are not using this text XS. We are using the text, and then arbitrary is 10 pixel. For this watch list, I'm going to be arbitrary is 15 pixel. Save, and then go to the Chrome again and refresh. Let's see how it looks. And now it looks looks much better. Oh yeah, and here we are not changing the font, but we are changing the text is equal to 15 pixel. save, and then let's see in here, refresh it first. We got the watch list, we got the description, the duration, the year, category, limit, and the title. So now it is time for us to make the arrow to slide to the right and to the left. Let's go to the movie list, and in here we are already making it for now, but it is still hidden for now. Now let's make it appear in here, and on click for the, it will be hidden. Wait a second. And now let's add some style to it. We'll give it style equal to display. I'm not going giving it to the next. We're just going to giving it to the back. And for this one is display is not is move display, and then and it will be not save, and then we are going to give it where the second in here. I'm going to give it on click for each of this. On click equal to handle click is, for this one is going to be left, and for this one is going to be right. Save, and now let's make the state. The first state is going to be is move. I'm sorry, it should be use state snippet. Oops, use state. First import it and then make the snippet. It's going to be is move, but for first or for the default it's going to be false. And in here I'm going to set some ref cons list ref equal to use ref, and then save. Don't forget to give it some parentheses here because this is some function. Now let's put this list ref instead of here, instead of this featured container. Wait, it should be not featured container, it should be movie container. And in here I'm going to put the ref is equal to list ref. Let's refresh the website. We got handle click is not defined, so let's make the function first. Handle click is equal to some arrow function, and then we are going to get the direction. It will be set is moved through, and we will have to let distance equal to list ref dot current dot get bounding client rec dot x min 20. So it was some calculating variable that have the distance of the list, and it will calculate the distance when we move the list. And if direction is equal to left, and also in here I'm going to set a new use state snippet is going to be the it's going to be the click limit is for the default is going to be just 0, and also in here is not set click, we will set click limit, and in here after direction is equal to left and click limit is greater equal than 1, it will set slide number. It will be slide number min1, and then set click limit, and it's also going to be click limit is min1, and for the list ref dot current dot style dot transform equal to translat x is going to be 11184. So this is the distance. This is the distance from the, well, we get some error here. It is because you are not saving it yet. Wait a second. So this is the distance from the list to the edge of the screen. 1184 or 1184 plus the distance, and it will be px. Now let's copy the left direction if, and just change it to right. It will be smaller than 2 min 1. Set slide is going to be plus, and set click limit is going to be plus. And after that, we are going to add the minus in here because this was the right. Let's save it and let's see in the website. We got true is not defined, set slide number is not defined. For the true is, I know where's the mistake. This is a typo. It should be true. And for the set slide number, we have to make a new use state here. Use state snippet. It will be slide number is equal to 0. Save, and then let's see in here. Refresh. But maybe I was setting the wrong interval. But we still didn't see the arrow button. That we see in the code. And also in here it is supposed to be on. Click, save. Now let's see movie list navigation. That is absolute. Left opacity is equal to 0. BG gradient is R. And also in here in the gradient, we forgot to add the 2, and instead of this index.css, I will make the overflow x is hidden, so it will wrap all of the movie item that is outside of the screen. Now we get something like this, but our arrow button is still not showing. Let's go back to the movie list. And also we are forget to add something in a movie slider here. We are forget to add array, some empty array in a use effect. Without this, the slider will run automatically again and again and again without some interval. After adding that, we save it, and now let's see in website. Now the slider is working fine. So there was some reason this 2 button is given some special or custom class. That is because we are going to set the style inside of the index.css. So in here, I'm going to make a new one called movie list navigation. For the height is going to be 100%, and it will be important. But before the semicolon, and for the width is going to be 5 rem. 5 rem, it should be width. Now we are going to give it set index is equal to 1000 or maybe 10,000. You can set it to wherever you want. But now we are going to give a style movie list navigation dot left is going to have left equal to 0, and for the dot right is right equal to 0. Save, and then let's open it up in a browser. Refresh the website. We're still not getting the arrow button. Let's check it out again in the VS Code, and let's try to remove this opacity 0, and instead of this index.css, I'm going to make it movie container. It will have some transition for it, so movie container is going to have, it will have width equal to 100%, and the transition is equal to all 0.x second. It will be cubic bezier. Copy the cubic bezier and then paste it here. This one is 0.86, 2.12, 0.07. Let's save it, and now let's see how it looks in the website. And finally, we got our arrow. But if we refresh, you will see in the first, you will not see the back or the left button. That is because you are not clicking this already. But if I are already clicking it, it will show the another button. But I think there was something wrong with the cubic bezier. Maybe I will just make it is in or is out. Is in out. Let me see. Click. Okay, this was more better. And finally, as you can see, we got the movie list. And if we hover through this movie, it will scale up and give us the detail, the title, year, category, limit, description, duration, and the button to add to watch list. I think that's it for this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you know when I update this playlist. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.